Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe laid out hhis plans for his year in his State of the State address today.
That's right. He's working with a smaller budget, and some areas are already seeing those cuts. Missouri Capitol reporter Hannah Falcon breaks down Kehoe's budget proposals.
Missouri's state revenue is shrinking, and some departments are already falling victim.
While it's clear our support for K through 12 education is a record investment and the largest we've ever seen, we are not fully funding the formula.
Governor Mike Kehoe issued an executive order to rewrite the K through 12 education foundation formula after proposing a budget that falls $300 million short of fully funding it.
But throwing more money at the problem is not the solution. We have invested over $4 billion in K through 12 education, and we still aren't seeing acceptable results across the state.
That right out of the gate, the new administration is planning to retreat from its commitment to public education by failing to fully fund K through 12 schools.
The state is predicting a 0.6% decrease in revenue this fiscal year. That comes as one-time federal funds from the pandemic are no longer in the mix. The nonpartisan research group Missouri Budget Project also attributes the falling revenue to income tax cuts put into place a few years ago. Income tax makes up about 59% of the state's general revenue, but Kehoe wants to cut it even more.
It won't be easy. It will take time. But I've directed the Missouri Department of Revenue to work with my staff on a sustainable and comprehensive plan to eliminate the individual income tax once and for all.
This also comes as state budget makers are thrown into confusion by President Trump's decision to pull back federal loans and grants. State budget makers were just as surprised as everyone else about this order and say it's too soon to know the effects. Kehoe did not address the potential shortfall in his address.
To listen to the governor stand up there today and discuss his budget priorities while ignoring the fact that we may have an enormous hole just blown in our budget by the federal government, I think is very concerning.
Kehoe's proposed budget is about $53.7 billion, which is still about $500 million more than last year. He did leave about $1.5 billion unspent in his budget plan.